In this video, I'm going to be talking about gauge as it relates to crocheting. Now gauge, simply put, is the number of stitches per inch and the number of rows per inch that you end up with when you're working with any given yarn and any given hook size. Now you may expect the two people working the same yarn with the same hook would yield similar results, but what you also need to take into account is how tightly you pull your stitches as you work. All of this put together can make big changes to the finished product, and be aware that there are gauge tools available to buy that will help you calculate what your results may be, but nothing beats actually sitting down and trying it out, so that's basically what I've done for you here. This may give you an idea of why it can be so essential to crochet a swatch ahead of time when you're trying to follow a pattern. So each of these is exactly 10 stitches across and 10 rows long. However, you can see that they are all completely different gauges. Here we have a lightweight yarn that I've used with a size B hook. Next, we have a medium weight yarn that I've crocheted with a size H hook. This is a bulky yarn, and with this I've used a size L. So you can see that in these examples, the yarn size makes a big difference to the results. For these two here, however, I've used the exact same worsted weight yarn, but this swatch was made with a size G hook. And this one I made with a size J hook. This shows the variety you can achieve by varying just your yarn and your hooks. But how tightly you pull your stitches also has to be taken into account. For these two examples here, I've once again used the same exact yarn. However, I've also used the same hook, a size I. The only difference between the two was the amount of tension I kept on my yarn as I crocheted, and as you can see, the stitches on this one are far closer together than the stitches on the other. So now that you know how to take all these factors into account at the start of a project, you will be able to adjust the end result far more easily.